Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Em. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the spine-chilling world of real-life urban legends. These stories are not for the faint of heart, so viewer discretion is advised. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoy our content. Let's get into it. Picture this. It's a dark, stormy night. The wind howls through the trees and the rain lashes against your windshield. Thunder rumbles ominously in the distance, and every flash of lightning illuminates the eerie landscape around you. You're driving home alone through a wooded area, the road winding and seemingly endless. The dense forest on either side of you feels like it's closing in, and the only thing cutting through the darkness are your car's headlights. Suddenly, your headlights illuminate a figure in a bunny costume. It's standing still, right in the middle of the road, staring directly at you. The sight sends a chill down your spine. That's the Bunny Man, a terrifying legend from Clifton, Virginia. This isn't just any urban legend, it's one that has haunted the area for decades, sending shivers down the spines of locals and visitors alike. People say he's a man driven mad, lurking in the shadows of this abandoned bridge. The bridge itself is a place of nightmares, with its dark, foreboding structure and the eerie silence that surrounds it. There have been actual police reports and sightings documented. These aren't just stories passed down through generations. They are real accounts from people who have encountered the Bunny Man. Some say he was an escaped mental patient who haunts this bridge. The story goes that he fled from a nearby asylum, driven to madness by the horrors he experienced there. Others say he's dangerous, attacking people with an axe. The image of a man in a bunny costume wielding an axe is enough to make anyone's blood run cold. The creepiest part? People still report seeing the Bunny Man to this day. These sightings aren't just from years ago. They continue to this very moment, keeping the legend alive and well. The Bunny Man Bridge is a legit creepy place, even in broad daylight. The atmosphere is thick with tension, and the stories of what has happened there make it a place to avoid at all costs. The legend has inspired horror movies and TV shows. Filmmakers and writers have taken this chilling tale and brought it to life on screen, adding their own twists and turns to the already terrifying story. Have any of you heard of the Bunny Man or had your own creepy encounter? Let me know in the comments. Sharing these stories helps keep the legend alive and connects us through our shared experiences of fear and curiosity. If you're ever in Virginia, stay away from Bunny Man Bridge. The warnings aren't just for show. They are there to protect you from the unknown dangers that lurk in the shadows. Up next, another terrifying urban legend, even creepier than the last. Stay tuned as we delve into the dark corners of folklore and uncover the stories that keep us up at night. Buckle up because this next story is truly unsettling. The Black-Eyed Children. Imagine this. It's late at night, you're home alone, and you hear a knock on the door. You look through the peephole and see two children with completely black eyes. Their voices are high-pitched and monotone. They ask to come inside, but whatever you do, don't open that door. People who encounter them feel an overwhelming sense of dread. Sightings have been reported all over the world. Some think they're demons. Others believe they're alien-human hybrids. One famous encounter happened in Cannock Chase, England. A journalist saw two children with black eyes who asked for a ride home. He felt something was very wrong and left quickly. If you ever see them at your door, don't open it. Have you heard of the Black-Eyed Children? Let me know in the comments. Up next, the Slender Man, a creature so terrifying it's been blamed for real-life violence. The Slender Man, fact or fiction? This urban legend blurs the lines between fiction and reality. The Slender Man is a tall, thin figure in a black suit with no face. The legend originated online and has become a modern-day monster. In 2014, two girls in Wisconsin stabbed their friend, claiming they were trying to appease the Slender Man. This event raised serious questions about the influence of internet culture. The Slender Man legend has been the subject of documentaries, podcasts, and a major motion picture. It's a reminder that even fictional stories can have real-world consequences. The things we consume can impact our thoughts and actions. Remember the story of the Slender Man the next time you're browsing creepypasta websites. Coming up next, The Hookman, a chilling tale of love, betrayal, and a killer with a hook for a hand. Get ready for a classic urban legend. Don't go anywhere. The Hookman, don't park on Lover's Lane. This classic urban legend has been freaking out teenagers for decades. It's a tale that has been passed down through generations, whispered in hushed tones around campfires and during sleepovers, each retelling adding a new layer of terror. Picture this. You and your boo are parked at the end of a deserted lane. The night is still, the only sounds are the rustling of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. The car's engine is off, and the two of you are enjoying the quiet, perhaps sharing a moment of intimacy or simply talking about your dreams and fears. Suddenly, you hear a scratching sound outside the car. It's faint at first, almost like the wind brushing against the car's exterior. But then, it grows louder, more insistent, like nails dragging across the metal. Your heart starts to race and you exchange nervous glances. Your boyfriend steps out to check, and a blood-curdling scream pierces the night. The sound is so raw, so filled with terror, that it sends chills down your spine. You sit frozen in the car, your mind racing with all the horrible possibilities. You see a shadowy figure with a hook for a hand standing over your boyfriend's lifeless body. The figure is tall and menacing, its hook glinting in the moonlight. You want to scream, to run, but your body won't respond. You're trapped in a nightmare come to life. The Hookman is often depicted as an escaped mental patient or a vengeful spirit. Some say he was a man who lost his hand in a terrible accident and replaced it with a hook. Others believe he is the ghost of a man wronged in life, seeking revenge on anyone who crosses his path. The legend has been featured in countless horror movies and TV shows. Each adaptation brings its own twist to the story, but the core elements remain the same. A couple, a deserted lane, and a hook-handed killer lurking in the shadows. It's a story that resonates with people of all ages. Whether you're a teenager hearing it for the first time or an adult reminiscing about the tales of your youth, the Hookman legend has a way of getting under your skin. The Hookman legend taps into our fear of the unknown and being vulnerable. It's not just about the physical threat of a killer with a hook, it's about the psychological terror of being alone in the dark, of not knowing what's out there. I remember hearing the Hookman story as a kid, and it scared me. The idea of a hook-handed killer lurking in the shadows was enough to keep me up at night, my imagination running wild with every creak and groan of the house. As I got older, it became more about the fear of being alone in the dark. The Hookman became a symbol of all the things that go bump in the night, a reminder that sometimes our greatest fears are the ones we can't see. The next time you're parked at the end of a deserted lane, remember the Hookman. Think about the stories you've heard, the chills they've sent down your spine. And maybe, just maybe, you'll decide to keep driving, to find a safer place to stop. Up next, The Vanishing Hitchhiker, a ghostly tale of lost souls and unfinished business. Don't go anywhere. This story is just as chilling, and it will make you think twice about picking up strangers on the road. Stay tuned for more spine-tingling tales that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The Vanishing Hitchhiker, Ghosts on the Road. This tale has been told and retold countless times, each version adding its own unique twist to the chilling narrative. This story is both eerie and heartbreaking. It captures the essence of human vulnerability and the mysteries that lie just beyond our understanding. Imagine this. You're driving down a deserted highway late at night. The road stretches out before you, seemingly endless, with only the occasional flicker of your headlights breaking the darkness. You see a lone figure standing by the side of the road, a young woman in a white dress. Her appearance is almost ethereal, as if she doesn't quite belong to this world. You offer her a ride, and she gives you directions to a nearby town. Her voice is soft, almost a whisper, and there's a sadness in her eyes that you can't quite place. She asks to be dropped off at a small cemetery. The request sends a shiver down your spine, but you comply, feeling an inexplicable urge to help her. Later, you find her grave with the same name she gave you. The realization hits you like a cold wave, leaving you breathless and questioning the nature of reality. The Vanishing Hitchhiker is a story that transcends cultures and continents. From the Americas to Europe, Asia to Africa, variations of this tale have been shared around campfires and whispered in hushed tones. Some believe it's the spirit of someone who died tragically. Perhaps a young woman who met her end on that very road, forever bound to the place of her demise. Others see it as a cautionary tale about picking up strangers, a reminder that not everything is as it seems, and that danger can lurk in the most unexpected places. The legend taps into our fear of the unknown and being alone on a dark road. It's a primal fear, one that speaks to our deepest anxieties about isolation and the supernatural. I remember hearing this story as a kid, and it always creeped me out. The idea of encountering a ghostly figure on a lonely road was enough to keep me up at night. As I got older, it became more about the sadness and tragedy of a life cut short. The story took on a new dimension, one of empathy and sorrow for the lost souls who wander the earth. The next time you're driving down a lonely highway, remember the Vanishing Hitchhiker. Think about the stories that have been passed down through generations and the mysteries that remain unsolved. Thanks for joining me on this spooky journey through urban legends. These tales remind us of the thin veil between our world and the unknown, and the enduring power of storytelling to captivate and haunt us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these terrifying tales, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Stay tuned for more spine-tingling stories. Don't forget to tell me your own creepy encounters in the comments below. I love reading your comments and hearing your own personal experiences with the paranormal. And remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones